welcome back, and welcome back. We are getting ready to make a turkey burger soup. We're going to use some chicken broth, garlic, black pepper, Mrs. Dash Italian seasoning, and that is some yellow tomatoes, the golden ones, and it's about, I would say about 3 cups. White onion, you can use yellow, red, doesn't matter. That's 1 cup. 1 cup of bell pepper, red, yellow, and orange. You can use the green if you like. We're going to use some of these diced tomatoes here, 14.5 ounce can. I'm going to use these ground turkey. I'm going to use these carrot sticks, but you can use any kind of carrot sticks you have. These are the ones that I had in the house, and they're about ready to expire, so we're going to use those. And some green beans, 1 bag, and some tomato paste. All right, here's your shot of what we're going to use to make this absolutely delicious soup. Let's get cooking, you guys. All right, the very first thing I'm going to do is go in with about a little more than a tablespoon, just enough to kind of coat the bottom of my Dutch oven. And then I'm going to get that turkey in there. Hold on. All right, and to that, I'm going to add a good tablespoon of Mrs. Dash. I'm going to also add in, I have a little bit of Italian seasoning in here, so I would say it's about 2 tablespoons. I'm just going to go ahead and add the remainder of that in there. I'm going to go ahead and put in about a tablespoon of black pepper. I'm going to go in with those onions, as well as those bell peppers, vice versa. Bell peppers and then the onions. Okay, and then I'm just going to brown this up, baby this meat a little bit. You don't have to use the white onions. You can use yellow, you can use the red, you can use any combination of the bell peppers, or you can not use onions or bell peppers at all. This dish will be absolutely delicious just the same, because we're going to add a bunch of flavor to it, okay? But you do definitely have to have some olive oil, grapeseed oil, a little bit of canola oil, whatever kind of oil you want. You do have to have a little bit in the bottom of this pan, because you know that turkey meat has very little fat, and we don't want it to stick to the pan non-stop. We definitely want it to break up, cook properly, and be absolutely amazing at the end, okay? So I'm just going to baby this meat for anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes. That's about how long it takes to brown meat. So 8 to 10 minutes, and then once I get that all browned up, I'll come back and we'll go to the next step. I'll be right back. All right, we got this all browned up for us here. Look at that. So now I'm going to go in with that garlic, and I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of garlic. I'm a little heavy on the garlic, so you don't have to use quite as much, but it's a wonderful thing. I'm just going to mix that in a little bit. And then you need about a tablespoon of tomato paste. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just use up the remainder of this tube, which will probably be more closer to 2. All right. But you definitely need at least a good generous amount of 1 tablespoon. Like I said, this is almost gone, so I'm just going to use it up. And it's not going to hurt anything. Flavor on flavor on flavor. That's what we're doing. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Gigi's always got some yummy going on in this kitchen, let me tell you. Sure to find something you love. I've been releasing videos every single day. I do a short, and then the next day, I bring out the full video of whatever the item was. I'm going to go in with those potatoes. Sometimes I switch it up. You just never know with Gigi, okay? But I have been releasing a video every single day. Now we're going to go in with that chicken broth, or stock, or vegetable broth, or chicken stock. I said chicken stock. Chicken stock or broth, or vegetable stock or broth. They both work just fine. So you want to go in with at least 2 cups. And I just go until I fill mine up to the point where everything is covered. That's how I measure mine out. So it's actually going to be more like 3 cups, okay? We're going to give this a nice little zhuzh and let her come up to a boil. Okay, so I'm gonna let that come up to a boil and then I'll be back. Okay, to this, before it comes to a boil, we're gonna go ahead and get those tomatoes and that juice on in there. Okay, the tomatoes with the juice in there. And then I'm also gonna put in some of those carrots. You need about a cup, so I'm gonna put in about a handful. And let that come to a boil because we need those carrots to soften up a little bit. Okay? I'm going to give her a nice little zhuzh. Get everything incorporated. Let everybody become friends. Let all the yummy happen in this pan. Now we're going to bring it up to a boil. Okay? All right. And I'll be back in about 10 minutes. All right. Now that this has come up to a boil, I'm going to give her, ooh, she's going to spin away. We're going to give her a nice little zhuzh. And then I'm going to put the lid on, turn the fire down, because I've been cooking this on a medium-high heat. And we're going to turn the heat down, and we're going to put the lid on, and we're going to let it cook for 15 minutes. So we're pretty much simmering for the next 15 minutes. Once that's done, I'll be back. Okay, we've got this simmering, and we're going to continue to let it simmer. We want these potatoes to be fork tender. I'm going to go ahead and go in with these green beans. I'm going to put the lid back on and let it go for about 10 more minutes. And that's about how long it should take for those potatoes to get done. And the green beans are frozen, so it won't take long for them either. We don't want the potatoes to turn into mush, but we definitely want them done, okay? So I'm going to let this go for 10 more minutes, lid on, and I'll be back. All right, there she is. Things made easy with Gigi. All day, every day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and feel free to share. Everybody be blessed and stay safe. You know you're going to see Gigi on the next one. Take care, you guys.